Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This time around, it is Bonk's Revenge for the TurboGrafx-16 and PC Engine. This is the second game in the Bonk series, after Bonk's Adventure, which I have recently replayed in more recent times, as of the time of this recording. And it's a good thing I did replay Bonk's Adventure before I did this, because there's a lot more exploration here. There's a lot more to see and do. There's a lot more reasons to take your time and do what you can. And you still have the same great gameplay. Some of the music gets reused, but that's just a nagging flab. That's just a minor inconvenience to me because, well, I didn't really find much wrong with the music from the first game anyway. But the levels, the way everything is done a little better here. And while you can rush through the game like the demo was showing you, taking your time does have its rewards. And because of that, I will be playing through this game 20 minutes at a time. I don't know how long this is going to take, but hopefully I will have fun doing this as I try to show off whatever I can. I don't think I'm going to show off everything. I don't plan to show off everything. I just hope to show off as much as I can. And I might as well just go ahead and press run. Now we have three modes. We have the first stage that we can play in practice mode. We can play through a good amount of the game, 4 stages with intermediate, or we can do the complete game, which is expert. If you've beaten Bonk's Adventure, more than likely you'll want to try out the expert mode right away. That's what I'm going to go do. But in case you haven't played any of the Bonk's games before, practice or intermediate will give you a good taste as to what to expect. And now, we might as well start round 1. Where we start at the waterfall, the very first section of the first level. Left and right let you move around. I believe button 1 lets you jump and button 2 lets you headbutt. I will edit in case I have 1 and 2 mixed up, because I can never remember which one is which offhand, because more than likely you're going to be playing this with a different controller other than the TurboGrafx-16 one like I do. And as you can see, we are collecting butterflies, fruits. We're trying to get points. I know if you get 20,000 points, you'll get a 1-up. I want to get as many points as I possibly can. Also, if you're wondering how I'm climbing up the waterfalls, it's simple. Let me stand here a bit just so I can go down. Press jump, then press jump again. You'll latch onto the waterfall. Keep pressing the jump button. You'll keep climbing up. And you can stop at any time. Hold on. You can... Okay, you gotta hold up while you double tap A. That way, you can then climb on. And thankfully you can use left and right to switch to where you need to go in case you're on the waterfall, which is neat. And here's something you can do. By hitting these plants with your headbutt, you can sometimes get sometimes get cool things. Like 1-ups. Which is rather nice. And hey, I've picked up a flower. Let's see what the flower does. Takes us to a bonus area, which I may not complete. Jump on Floret. Sprung. Okay. Don't fall. Well, for this, you need to press the jump button right after you land on these things. And if you do it, time it right, you can make some super high bounces. And hopefully you can get a bunch of smiley faces and some fruit. The more smiley faces you have at the end of a round, the better of a bonus area you can get when you complete a round, when you beat the boss of that round and you complete it. So anyway, we're collecting a lot of things for points. We're collecting butterflies, flowers, fruits. As you can see in the upper left-hand corner, you do have 3 hearts, and they shrink as you take damage. You can take a little bit of damage before you finally lose a life, and when that happens, you press start. You revive Bonk as soon as you press start. It is possible to increase your maximum health if you can find a clear heart in a blue flower. So, expect that to be few and far between. I will mention other things that you can pick up along the way in time, such as these flowers. Want to grab these? These are 500 apiece. Glad I did. I'm now halfway to a 1-up, and I'm not even past the first area. I told you it pays to take your time to sometimes do things. Use the headbutt in midair to do a dive on the enemies. Sometimes headbutt the floor to find flowers that'll give you 1,000 points. This will turn into a yellow one, won't it? Yes, it will. Good thing I did. Will this thing be... Oh, it disappeared. Well, so much for that. Interesting note when it comes to headbutting enemies in midair compared to Bonk's Adventure. You can't hit the same enemy multiple times anymore like you could in the first game, Bonk's Adventure. So, yeah, so much for getting points that way, if you were to master of that in Bonk's Adventure. And now, I'm going to wait for this thing to move on ahead. I thought I could get that. Well, maybe I can now. What do you know? I did. Not sure if I can get any more butterflies, though I will try. Though I don't seem to be lucking out on that very well. Also, if you keep tapping 2 while you're in midair, you can do this slow glide-like thing just by somersaulting. Worked in Bonk's Adventure, you can do it here too. Now, if we avoid this rock by going all the way to the left, we will have to avoid it again. We will have to jump over it again. And it's a good thing I tiptoed my way over there, because that will allow me to avoid it. And now it's time for the flower field. Let me see if I can hit this. Okay. Sometimes you can hit flowers and knock them further ahead. Sometimes you'll change the color of them and get like different power-ups out of them too, like I did earlier when I got that 1-up, which I didn't expect to see happen, by the way. It pays to experiment with everything and just explore and take your time and just check stuff out. And yeah, this guy's trying to hit me with the butterfly net there. If you hit him with an aerial headbutt, you'll do more damage than with one you do on the ground. And the orange ones, these orange flowers, will give you big meat. Sometimes they'll give you big meat, sometimes they'll give you small meat. Bonk looks a little more interesting here compared to Bonk's Adventure. Like, he has a much larger head. And he can also breathe fire. And do a fiery headbutt from above. And of course, that fire breath from when Bonk is super mad, it will hurt. And if you hit this one, you can go up here. Though I wish I didn't do that, because if I kept it red, I would have gotten a flower that allowed me to have a flower on my head that I could use to fly. And there is another flower that leads me to a bonus area right here. Hop through the glaciers. Don't slip. And we need to be very careful as we do things. And I was trying not to land on my head when I tried to make it to that platform. Sadly, I didn't, and I ended up sliding off. How am I doing on smileys? 8. I want to see if I can get 20 before I get out of here. Because that bonus area, that end of round bonus area, the more smiley faces you have at the end of a round, the better the bonus area you'll get. Which is something to be kept in mind. Also, yeah, I do create projectiles when I headbutt when I'm angry. Which can be pretty neat. You can probably use it to your advantage. Also, those are piranhas. You don't want them to latch on because they will hurt. And that flower just went right into the drink, which was pretty cool. You can attack that thing, by the way. You can fight that thing. And what happens if I hit this? Ah, there's the flower I was thinking of. Yeah, apparently it was an orange one instead of a red one. But by getting this, and by rapidly tapping the jump button, I can keep flying like this. Is there anything up here? Up in this direction? I've never actually taken the time to... Well, what do you know? I guess there is. 2 smileys, which is better than nothing. I might as well get that. Also, I reached 20,000 points. Or, well, I'm at 24,000 now, but by reaching 20,000 points, I got a 1-up. I don't even remember when I got 20,000 points. I wasn't even paying attention to my score. Also, I am doing a lot better at talking now than I usually have in my other videos, which I think is rather impressive. And he's gonna come back. Wait for him to do the high bounce, and then get him. Oh, and the fruit, that does refill your health. Would have been really useful against this guy. This guy, you want him to come to you, you want to jump over him and hit him with an aerial headbutt. You want to make sure this guy doesn't hit you with the fire breath or by running into you, because it will hurt if he does. And now it is time for the caverns. And I need to stop doing the headbutt of the things more often. And that thing's gonna disappear, ain't it? Oh, it won't even change back to a red one. But at least I can do that and get rid of the rock permanently. And believe it or not, you can hold on to certain walls just by leaping into them. And if you do that, you can just keep tapping the jump button to climb up the wall. Also, as much as I would like to take the lower path, I'm not going to do that yet. Up there is a big meat. In case you're wondering what that was. Also, it is possible to run straight into enemies while you're invincible. Here are some stars, worth 500 each. And it's a good thing I did that, because that truly gave me some points that I did want. Wonder if I can break another rock. I can. Perfect. And there is an extra life down there, but I don't want to get that yet. Also, don't let those drops touch you. They will hurt. Took some damage there, but that's okay. And this leads to the exit. And there's a heart buried in these rocks that we can headbutt to break. And as much as I would like to just take the shortcut down here and get the 1-up that way, not yet. Not that way. I want to take the lower path because, again, taking your time is the aim of the game and everything, and just getting stuff done. I know that there's some playthroughs of this game where people just play through it as quickly as they can and don't take too much time. And that's alright. Speedruns can be interesting. But I personally want to see all that there is in this game. Because I have played a little bit, but not all of it. And I have the feeling that I will definitely be rewarded if I just take my time with everything. Anyway, that is lava. It is not instant death, but that will do quite a bit of damage. It will hurt if you run into it. Also, those bone platforms will sink as you take your time on them. So, watch what you're doing here. Also, these projectiles will freeze enemies. Ow. The good thing about being mad from eating meat is that it kind of serves as a shield in some way. A temporary shield, but a shield nonetheless. And while I'm not mad anymore, I didn't take damage from landing in that lava. Which is nice. That's quite alright. Saved me. And if I could do this. I guess the game's just not going to let me do that. You can't win them all. Okay. Concentrating here just a little bit. I need to find out where that 1-up is. Hope I didn't miss it. If not, yeah, I missed it. I totally missed it. But we can get the big heart. We can do that. And no. As much as I would like to do that. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the upper path again. And I was right, these things do respawn. Not sure why they do, but they do. Come on, get over there. Okay. Okay. Had to do the little float thing right there. Come on. If only the objects respawn, I'd get a few more points there maybe. But sadly, that is not the case. And I can't seem to go up there now. Apparently, that flower disappeared. Which is a shame. So we may be missing out on a 1-up. I was hoping that would not be the case, but sadly, that seems to be what's going on here. Unless... Okay, so you can break the rocks with an aerial headbutt. Well, it's a good thing I left that big heart there, because that will completely refill my health. Let's make sure we don't do anything dumb as we make our way back. Ow. Can I hurt him that way? Yes, I can. Good thing we got that. And also you can do wall jumps this way too. You can just headbutt off a wall just like that, and you'll headbutt off the wall. And it looks like I can't go that way, back that way to get the, or maybe I can. Or maybe I can't. Doesn't look like I can now. That's a shame. I knew I should have gotten that when I had the chance. But over here is Volcano Castle. We have 14 smileys. And I'm going to pause the game because I reached the 20-minute limit that I put on myself for these videos. So, join me next time where we explore more of Round 1. We explore the Volcano Castle and see what else we can do. Not only in Round 1, but in later areas of this game. So until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!